Good morning, it's Maggie Davis at MinxCreationsUK on YouTube and The Captain. I'm just going to share with you another of my junk journals that I've made, and basically it's handmade and it's a unique keepsake for keeping all your memories, etc. in. Now I've used Genevieve Designs templates for this, the album, and put my own spin on it. The album size is about 11.5 centimetres by 16 centimetres, and that is 4.5 inches by 6.5 inches. So again, I'm using, this one is sort of pink and black, and it's got a sort of theme going out throughout it. So there's sort of glasses put on the front. I've got vintage lace going down the front and around the back. It's a hardback, which means it's like a book being made and put together. And I've made this beaded charm. I've used a parrot clasp, just chain, and put on various beads on here to match the colours right through. And with the parrot clasp, you can take that off and on. It's up to yourself if you want to keep it on the book or use it for on your handbag or a diary or something like this, but it's actually quite nice on there. Just various different beads. I've just put them on with some wire and twisted them round, etc., so that they won't fall off. Closure, I've used just punched 2 holes and used this bright ribbon. I've used a lighter at the edges to seal it, to prevent it from fraying. I like these closures. Most of my journals are made like that. I just think it's easier to open and close, and you could keep this little book in your handbag or on your bedside table or in a drawer, really up to yourself, and just use it on the go wherever you are. If you're on holiday or just travelling to work, or you're a college or university student or a school student, etc. Very good for keeping your thoughts in. So here we go. I'm just going to show you. I'll show you. It will be for sale on my Etsy shop, which is MinxCreationsUK, and there will be a link underneath to take you to my shop, and vice versa from my Etsy shop to the YouTube, so that you can see this book in more detail. I've added in three little handmade envelopes. I haven't put anything inside them. I've left them for you to either put journaling in or a little note. Just handmade ones, which I thought were quite cute, and they went with the theme of the book. And there, just places for you could add throughout this book. It's really up to yourself, but I've just placed them in the insert, in the inside cover, for you to use at your own. So here I've just put this little leaf on. It's not a tuck spot, I just left it plain. And there's your vintage ribbon going down. On this side, I've left plain for you to put either a picture, or you could put some journaling in. And I've got a belly band done here with the little flower and heart, and you could put picture of journaling on these tags. So I've got a little placemat here. I've got a little book here just with 2 pages, so it's blank on the inside for you to put in whatever you want, and a larger placemat here or tag could go in there. So if you notice, some of the papers are quite shimmery, like holographic, and I like that. So they just slip in here. All the items in book have been distressed with vintage photo ink. I quite like this all the way through. So I've did a flip page here on there, and on the flip page I've just added this little banner with a safety clip, a paper clip on there. And on the inside flip, I've added in just a little, oh, that's a plane going by, just a little spot for journaling, and a handmade tag here for you to put a photo, etc. on. And I like this paper on there. It matches on the front page. I think it's quite striking. On the centre piece here, I've made a little pocket with another belly band on front of the pocket, and I've just put in a little placemat for photo or journaling. And in the pocket, got this quite nice paper behind it. 2 large tags lined this one, that one, and I've just used pink organza just for the top part, just to give it some interest, and another little tab there. You could put anything on it, it's really up to yourself. So flip over this page. It's quite chunky on these. So I've got a belly band here, handmade belly bands, and we've got another large tag with the organza ribbon. You can put journaling, etc. A little small tag with a handmade tab top, and a little insert here. So I've just made a little belly band on that one, and it's blank in the middle, and you could put pictures or writing in. It's really up to yourself. So I just flip that back on. Normally when you're doing it on camera, it doesn't want to go back in, but there you go. But when you're off camera, it goes in very easily. But that's part of what happens when you're doing a video live. So it just tucks back in here. And on this side I've made another pocket and a little tuck spot here, and I've put in 2 of these little tabs. So it's a little camera here, and I've added a little black heart just to match what's going on throughout the book. Just 2 little label type things here, I thought were quite cute. And in the pocket we've got another 2 large tags here, lined, and this one with the moustaches, and I've got a little envelope here with matching paper that you've seen already in the book. A little place for journaling, etc. It's just handmade, and as I say, they've all been inked with, it's Tim Holtz, I think, the distress ink that I've used on this. Vintage photo it is on it, which I really like. It gives it an older look. And we've got a little pocket here, a little tab here, a pull out at the side here. So you could put a picture on the front of that, and it's plain on the back for you to add in whatever you like. Oh, it's a morning for planes. Our clocks went back obviously last night, so we gained a little hour, and the planes must be rife today. So we've got a long belly band here, and in that you could put something behind that on that paper. Got a lovely tag here, or placemat for you to do journaling. A small one here that I've added a heart on, distressed all the edges, and a little opening for journaling, or a little tab, a little photo. It's like a placemat is what I call them. On this side we've got another flip page, and we've got a handmade banner here with a paper clip, large paper clip. And on the opposite side there's a little placemat here, and you could put writing, journaling, underneath that. And in the centre we have another pocket here with a tuck spot here, just a little tuck spot, and I've put that in it. In the pocket we have handmade tag, quite a large one, and one here with the beautiful shoe on it with organza ribbon, and it's plain on the back. And again, just a little booklet, 2 pages, clear inside, but you could put pictures on here as well. You could add your own memorabilia, whatever the occasion is, and that's the centre of the book there. So I'm just wanting to show you, that's the opposite side of where the charm is, so it holds it in place. It's just little beads that I've added onto wire. So on this side we have a side pocket, and I thought this paper was very pretty, so I left it plain, but I have put a tuck spot in there with this, so you could add something in there, like a photo or whatever. I just thought I'd leave it plain. But there is a couple of tags in the side part here, if they want to come out. So it's like a side pocket here. And we've got a large tag, placemat, that you could put journaling or pictures in. And you could add some more pictures in the side here if you choose. Sometimes that's it. Slips in at the side, it's just the angle that I'm holding the book at. Another handmade banner here with a little, I think there's a little tuck spot down here. I haven't added anything, but it's a little flower tuck spot that you could actually put a picture in there, slot a picture in. And on this side we've got another just banner. That's not sealed on that banner. This one is attached. This one is just placed on there, which can pull out and in, and it's just handmade like that. Just handmade. Oops, that's my beads going. And on the centre we have a belly band, and we've got, how many there? We've got a large tag lined with organza, one of these ones, and two pretty ones with the moustaches that pictures and journaling could go on either side. So it's called Stack the Pages. As you can see, we try and stack as much as we can into it. This one has just been put on with washi tape. It's vibrant to match the ribbon on the front. I thought it was quite cute. So on this side I've made another pocket and a little tuck spot here, and it's just one of these little banners, handmade, but I used the paper that was in this set. I thought it was quite nice. So in the pocket we have a placemat, could be that way, it's a treasure chest, that's what it looks like, a little handmade tag, and one of these little handmade tags here that I've put a black hat on. Just slips back in. On the opposite side we have a large belly band going down here, full ways, and hidden in here we have, or tucked in here should I say, we have two large placemats, blank on the back, one of these that's matching the papers throughout, which I think is so pretty, that colour, little placemat that opens and closes like that, and we have a little envelope. There's nothing inside it. I haven't put a little tag or anything inside it, but you could put in a photo or a little note in there, entirely up to yourself. So, and then we have the back. I've left it just like the front for you to put in a picture or add something else. And on this one I've just put lined paper in that you could maybe note certain events. So there's your closure on there, etc. So as you can see, it's quite stacked. Stack the pages. As I said, you'll get these three little envelopes with it and the charm on the back. Now, just before I finish, so this will be for sale on my Minx Creations, MinxCreationsUK Etsy shop. But I was just going to quickly show you how I made the little banners inside. Very simple. So all you're doing is taking a little bit of paper of any size that you choose, and depending on the size of your paper clip, I'm going to use these large pink ones, but you can use anything you want. So you could make it bigger or whatever, or smaller, but really what you want to do is make sure that the paper fits in the tag like that, because if it's too long, well, there'll not be anything to attach it from. So all I do is getting a bit of paper like that, and I'm cutting on the bottom, I'm cutting a little triangle out the bottom. So just decide what length you want your paper, and all you're doing is cutting out a little triangle like that. Then I like to score on the top, just that little amount. It's basically to allow you to put it over on the paper clip. So just score it along so it's like that, and on the paper clip for me, I like to turn them back the way. So what I do is I slip it in under there. There's a little bit on the bottom that you'll see, and it's basically like that, so that the back's like that. So all you're doing is, you could glue it, but all I'm going to do is staple it. So staple it underneath, and I'm only using one staple. So as you can see, that's it stapled, and that's it ready to slot into your book. So if you had your page in place or anything like that, we'll just show you quickly on this envelope like that. There, it's ready to slot in onto a page or whatever. I mean, it's so simple. And if you use it as I did inside this book, like that, when it got slotted in, like that. So that one's attached, that tab. You can, the banner, sorry. When you turn it on the other page, you're getting a space here for adding something else. Although that slips out, I mean, it's entirely up to yourself what you want to do with it. So again, it's simple. I've just quickly cut out these other two, so I'll just quickly show you again. I've took a bit of lovely card, here's shimmery card, oh, you can see that. Cut out a triangle on the bottom. I've folded over the top. I score mine just to keep it neat, like that. Just a small amount on the top. With your paper clip, I use it this way. I use it this way so that that bit's at the back. It's just so that I've got enough room at the bottom to slip the paper in there. Oh, you can see that. So all you're doing is slipping it in like that, and then like this, so it's shown like that at the back. Slip it in, give it a staple, and that's it ready to use. Very, very simple, and it will attach to whatever, your paper, your card, whatever you want. Well, that one's sticking up a little bit, but you get the idea on it. Just fold it down a little bit. If it's the cut, this is card and it's quite thick, but there you go. It's quite simple. I'll do it one more time on it. This is shimmery one. You're turning, I turn wings. Let's see how I turn wing, like that, like this way. Confusing you there. And I like to slip it in. And there we have it. All ready. Okay, so thank you for watching. Bye.